Beautiful Pisces. Hello, 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 hello. I made it a members only chat. Oh, hello. When it comes to lowering costs, we do not want expensive things. Lower costs. Oh, they playing ads. Are there any Pisces out there? Are there any Pisces? Okay. We're going to get started in a second, you guys. There are people here. Hold on. 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 Save. Oh. Let's hit save. Okay, y'all. Okay. Can y'all comment now? I took it off members only because members are probably living their life. Hello. Pisces, come on. We got to light the candle. Let me put my little bracelet on. It's a little loose. Come on in, Pisces. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're going to get started in a second. We're going to see what's coming closer to you and what's going further away. So, it's about to be a new month. And we got to figure some things out. Okay? And there may be some things leaving your life. There may be some things coming into your life. This is just a beautiful Saturday weekend. Had to light the candle. This is a Better Homes and Gardens. What's that? Teak wood? Santal. I don't know how to say that word. We lit the candle. Let's light some sage, some sage, and we're just gonna chill. Ooh, my little thing came off. I pulled it off. It's all right. I don't even use it for real like that anyway. What's going on this weekend, Pisces? What's going on? I haven't been live in so long. I slick be nervous to go live because I've been abused. But no, I was nervous to go live. But we're going to go live and we're going to see what you need to know about what's coming towards you. Oh, what's coming closer to you. And what's leaving. So let's light this. I got this sage, you guys, and it's like chakra sage. Okay. It's for the chakras. And I've already kind of gotten through the crown. Now I'm moving to the third eye. So we may be getting into some intuitivity. Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God. Cleanse the energy, God. Remove any negative or residual energy from this space, from this place, and allow only spirits of love, light, health, wealth, and positivity to flow through this space. No negative spirits, energies, or entities are allowed. Protect me as I complete these readings, or this reading in particular. Protect those who are watching with good intentions and prevent any and all harm from being caused. Allow these messages to reach the parties in which you intend them to reach as clearly, honestly, accurately, and concisely as possible. Allow these messages to elevate Pisces, to elevate us, and reach our fullest potential. Ooh, my lighter stopped working. That's all right, because we got that sage bumping. Allow these messages to help us Pisces reach our highest potential when it comes to our destinies, fates, purpose, life path, and assignments here on this planet at this time. Here we go. In the holy name of the Mother and the Father God, I pray. Ashe. 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 So we are just chilling. I am not going to rush in this space. We are just going to have a nice, relaxing moment where we discuss what could be getting closer to you and what could be moving further away, right? So if you need to know or would like to know what's moving closer to you so that you can prepare if it's something that you want to adjust in the output of your energy, then by all means, hopefully these messages will help with that. If there's anything that's moving further away from you that you would like to allow more receptivity to, that you don't want to move away from you, we'll see what those things are. Okay, y'all must be shy today. Thank you for those of you guys who have liked the video. Anything you need to know is going to be in the description box below, as always. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. Are y'all scared to talk? Or are you just observing? Y'all scared to say something? Okay, well, let's see for Pisces. Spirit, when it comes to what's coming closer to Pisces and what's moving away, we're going to start with what's coming closer to you guys, okay? So let's get into it for Pisces, Spirit. What is coming closer to Pisces in the near future? What is coming closer to Pisces in the near future? Ooh, hold on. I don't want to burn nothing. Y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me? Can I get anybody to say anything in the comments? This is crazy. Is my mic on? Check, mic check. Testing. Okay, thank you. Good Lord. I mean, it is a little weird. You gotta see it from my perspective. It's a little weird when you sitting here talking and ain't nobody saying nothing. Is it weird or is it just me? Am I the only one who sees that as a little strange? Okay. Anyway. Let's see. For Pisces. Let's see what's coming closer to you first. That's what we were doing. What is coming closer to Pisces at this time or in the near future, Spirit, that they should be aware of? What's coming closer to them? Oh. Okay. So, Pisces, I would at all costs, because we're out of Aries season now, we're in Taurus season, right? But I would at all costs in the near future avoid any negativity, okay? Because this is, I don't know what's going on, but it's a little crazy, okay? Black magic came out, rumors is underneath that, altercation came out, and addictions. So there may be a person or a situation that is coming closer to you who is either wanting to spread rumors about someone else, wanting you to believe something about someone you don't know, wanting you to believe something about what you know to be true about a person, try to change your perspective about somebody. I don't know who this is or what this is about, but there could be a lot of rumors coming towards you, things that may be a fabrication of the truth, things that may not be the full truth, things that could possibly be exaggerations of the truth. about people, situations, circumstances, anything that could be happening in your life. Somebody may want to argue with you, fight with you, have some type of physical altercation. If you can see they're fighting and arguing, and then there's other people in the background behind them. Like each of these two main characters have another person grabbing onto them. It just feels like there may be some aggression that people may feel towards you, or that someone in particular may feel towards you. There could be someone who's accusing you of spreading rumors or saying something negative about them, or they could have said something negative about you. But it's all some type of energy manipulation with this black magic card. I really don't feel like you guys are stressed about it, because I feel like in this time you're going to be very inspired with this muse card and this relaxed energy to kind of like be calm. Okay, you guys are not really entertaining whatever this altercation may be, but there could be someone who is on some type of substances that you may need to be aware of. That could be the reason why they could have an issue in some way with something that you're doing or something that you're saying. Okay, let's see what's moving further away from Pisces, Spirit. What is moving further away from Pisces at this time? Okay, leaving it behind. So you could be leaving behind some type of argument or fight. Um, that's interesting. That's interesting how it came out, because it kind of feels like you're trying to separate as much as possible from any people or situations that want to create conflict with you guys. It feels like you desire to create distance. Yes. Oh my God. Look, desires. And then evil eye. Look at that. Someone is wishing ill on. I don't think anybody's necessarily wishing ill on you. It just kind of feels like there's a dark energy that's floating around in the atmosphere. And there could be a lot of people who are susceptible to this. There could be a lot of people who are not aware of how energetically things work. They could be unaware of how, they are influenced by other people, or influenced by situations, or influenced by invisible energies that they don't necessarily see. I feel like a lot of you guys are focused on sticking with someone or sticking with something despite the gossip, or despite what other people may say, or despite what could be floating around, right? Like if you're determined to do something, if you're determined to achieve a goal, if you're determined to be with someone, finish some project, whatever it is that you want to do, I feel like you've left a lot of things behind that you may have loved, or a lot of people behind that you loved, a lot of things that you cared about, because there was some type of conflict. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you just didn't want to deal with the person because they had, you know, some type of baggage, or you didn't want to deal with a situation because it was too much competition. There were too many people putting their hat in the ring. But I feel like some of you guys may have been the type of person in the past to where if something got too hard or something got too difficult, you would kind of like shy away from it, or you would put yourself in the background of whatever the situation is to avoid the fight or the confrontation. So I think that's why the altercation card came out. You could also be fighting some type of negative energy that you feel. I don't know exactly what this is about, but with the black magic and altercation coming closer to you, you could be feeling the pressure of something increasing, right? Like you could be feeling as if there's a lot of pressure around you to succeed, or a lot of pressure around you from other people wanting you to do certain things in accordance to what they want you to do. Not so much so about what you want to do, but you may be feeling a lot of pressure and other people's obligations on you, kind of fighting and tussling with what it is that you actually want to do for yourself, or when it comes to how you want to spend your time. This is you, I feel like, not giving up on something just because you may feel the tense energy from people around you. Like if you were on stage or if you were in a room full of people giving a presentation, hey, hey, Jit Star, what's up? But if you were in a room full of people giving a presentation, or you were in some type of focus group, or you did some type of artistic activities, and you were being highlighted or showcased, or you were being put at the forefront, in the front where everyone could see you. Before, you may have felt like people being envious of you, people being jealous of you, people who didn't want to see you in that position, and you were probably quick to run away. You were probably quick to, you know, kind of like shy away from that position because you didn't want the pressure of those eyes being on you. But I feel like you're moving further and further away from that. You're not giving up on your opportunities because of what you feel other people are going to say, or how you feel like other people are going to respond. If it's something that you desire to do, you're not going to leave it behind just because there's evil eye energy or there's negative energy, okay? Hey, Kat. I'm at the beginning of this live and you just asked, what did I say? She said, I'm at the beginning of this live and you just asked if we're afraid to talk. And all I can say is I'm stunned to silence by the state of the world. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that. Sup, bruh? It's 9 a.m. here in New Zealand. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I am. Thank you. I took my son to his, he has a like a leadership club that he's in, and I took him to his meeting, and there was a parent meeting, so I spent a lot of time on that. And then I did a little self-care, as you can see. Got myself a little cute. I'm a little frustrated because I love this hair. I love this wig. But one thing about it is it's hard to hold a curl. So my little curls done already fell, and I'm just kind of like, ugh. Anyway. Um we're gonna keep going though, okay? So y'all, I'm nervous just like y'all are nervous. Don't be afraid to talk. Y'all better come in here and say something, god dang. I appreciate you. I really do. Okay, let me make sure I'm on the right spot. Okay. So, there could be someone here who's getting closer to you and you don't necessarily fool with them like that because of the way that they carry themselves. There could be a person who is trying to get close to you who likes to fight or who bickers. I feel like you're pushing away from those types of energies, or it's like you're not paying as much attention to those types of people as you may have in the past. Let me see what else. Let's pull some more cards, chat. Hey, you guys, if you're just coming in, feel free to run it back, okay? Feel free to run it back. Y'all be sure to hit the like button. It really does help out. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to book a personal reading, feel free to click the link in the description box, you guys. Whatever this energy is with this evil eye and this black magic, though, look, this card, Archangel Michael, has been at the bottom since I pulled the deck out, and I keep shuffling and it's still there. Okay, so what is coming closer to Pisces Spirit? What else? Let's get another oracle card. What's coming closer to Pisces in the near future? Okay, and by near future, I mean at the next few weeks, within the next month, okay? So just, you know, take out resonates. Everybody's on their own timelines. All lined up with my ex and his girlfriend, and it's scary as all. Like, oh, yeah, don't be scared. Never fear people. People can never touch you or do anything to you. At the end of the day, what are they going to do? If they touch you, call the police. I love calling the police if somebody feels like they can put their hands on me, child. You know? Let's see. What's coming closer to Pisces in the near future? Spirit, what's coming closer? Oh, burn bridges came out in reverse. Lack of trust, disloyal, turn back on. Two-faced, double life cheater, backstabber. What the hell? What is this energy, y'all? I was all positive. Coming on here positive. You could be going into a situation being very positive about the situation. You could be being very positive about the outcome. Don't let that change because of other people's BS. There's somebody who wants you to trust them, or they're trying to create like dynamics in your situation where you trust them, or you feel as if they're loyal, or you feel as if they'll never like leave you or forsake you. But I don't know. I feel like this is a person coming closer to you fighting something else. Like it's like they're fighting a demon, or they're fighting some negative energy, or they're fighting with themselves. Tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Two-Face says double life, cheater, backstabber. This the type of energy that I would have hoped is gonna get further away. But this is somebody who's overwhelmed. And look at this. Envy, resentful, competitive, discontent. And the intimacy card talks about them getting closer. What is going on? Oh, yeah. Be mindful of people who want to work with you, be around you. They're overwhelmed with envy. So, spirit must be, I feel like there's something coming closer to you that would be enviable by people. It's like you're about to step into something that people are going to be jealous of, that people are going to envy. And y'all, I don't know if y'all really know me or pay attention to what I say. I don't know how many of you guys really pay attention to what it is that I say, but I I never want to make you guys feel afraid. I never want to make you guys feel anxious. I don't want to make you feel like you can never have anything positive in life, because I think sometimes there's a misconception online, especially with these readings, where people feel like there's always negativity. In reality, though, unfortunately, these readings are sometimes, if we're being honest, these readings are sometimes more so warnings and, you know, alarms that spirit wants to get you to pay attention to, so that you're not in a position of vulnerability unnecessarily. Okay. And I think a lot of you guys are about to be in a place where I don't even feel that you guys are in a position where you want people to be jealous or envious of you. I don't think any of you want someone to be envious and, competing with you. I don't think that's what you're setting out to do. I just think that whatever you're showing up as, however you're showing up, which is more than likely authentic, it's who you truly are. Whatever position that God, spirit, source, universe, whoever you pray to, because I'm not your mama, okay? Whatever position they're putting you in, and whatever position you've been preparing for and that you're about to accept or step into, is something that a person is going to possibly be very challenged with, right? I don't know who this person is. I don't know what it is that they do. I don't know what you do. But someone is very overwhelmed with this energy of competition, fighting, altercation, you know, tussling, this tense energy that they feel being around you. This could be somebody who's intimidated by you. This could be somebody who is, wanting to live your life. We've been talking about that a lot. I feel like this could be somebody who's comparing themselves to you. I don't know if they know you. I don't know if they have heard of you before. I don't know if they are someone who's been around you for some time, or if there's someone who's new coming into your life. But your spirit team, as because they're showing me this negative side so that you can understand that this is coming closer to you because of what you're coming closer to. You know what I mean? Hey, Tara or Tara. I hope I didn't say it wrong. You get what I'm saying? Like they don't want you to feel like, oh, this is such horrible energy, or these are such horrible messages because you're a bad person and you're being punished. No, I think you guys oh, Tara, okay. Good. But I don't think you guys are being punished at all. I think you guys are being rewarded in some way with the hard work that you've put in. And someone is feeling very overwhelmed with this energy that they feel as a result of what you could be receiving or achieving. I feel that there's also a person here who really wants you to feel like you can trust them. They want you, they may have an issue with like drinking or some type of drugs or something like that, but it feels like they want you to trust them so that you will allow them into your space, and they kind of will cause some type of problem if you let them get too close. Yeah, greed, lust, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. This is somebody who's only worried about themselves. Okay. Now let's see what's moving further away in the near future. Let's get an oracle look. And Archangel Michael back again. Hit the like button for Archangel Michael. Thumbs up for that. Because protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. This is basically Spirit's way of saying, like, hey, we're letting you know this because you have some type of cone and sphere of protection around you. You have this sphere of protection around you so that you can understand, like, hey, there are going to be people who are going to have this type of response and reaction, because this feels like a physical reaction: tension, migraines, headaches, stressed out, feeling overwhelmed. You know what I mean? This feels like a reaction, look, to a glow up. Archangel Michael, that's your root chakra too at the core. You're being protected in this season where you are glowing up or having more eyes on you, having more of a light being shined on you. What's moving further away from Pisces? What else is moving further away? Ooh. What? What? Okay, so what the fuck? Okay, listen. Vacate flipped out in reverse. Get away, relax, have fun. Things are about to get serious. I feel like this is not just in terms of your career, but this could be in terms of your romantic life as well. If you are a masculine, look, Archangel Michael is still under there with the glow up card. This is okay, let me show you. Glow up. New opportunities, new careers, successful business. Archangel Michael says protection prevented from harm and divine intervention. And then you have this masculine energy, okay, which says authority, discipline, and father figure, right? So it's interesting. It's like a riddle. The way that spirit gives me messages in order to get like a specifically tailored message to you guys is kind of like a riddle, and I have to solve it. Okay, June could be very significant with this reading. We will pull a time card before it's all said and done. So y'all don't let me forget, because I will forget. But I feel like this is about protecting what you're creating. There's a glow up here for you, and you are protected in this space. But the masculine energy is not just about you embodying your masculine energy or a masculine coming into your life. It could be that for some of you. However, what it feels more like to me is like with the authority and discipline that's on this card. Ooh, look at this fine man. Anyway, with the authority and discipline on this card, it feels like this is talking more about like you being disciplined, you taking authority and autonomy or control over the autonomy of your life, you having authority in your life, you making decisions that are smart and responsible. And it could be that things are about to get a little bit more serious. You may not be able to play around very much because you could be very busy. You may not be able to have a lot of quote unquote fun or do things like vacations or things like that. It's not vacation time, it's not break time. It gives me the vibe that this is time to work, and you're no longer leaving your desires or what you want on the table and leaving it behind because of people who try to get in the way. It feels like, you know, you're not playing around. That's what it feels like to me. And these boundaries are being set. Okay? It says disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself, okay? So you're not going to stand, because there are people who are getting close to you because of the position you're about to be in, but you're not going to stand for the black magic, the manipulation, the people wanting to get in fights with you. You're not going to stand for two-faced behavior, people who you cannot trust, people who are disloyal, people who have turned their back on you in the past, and now they want to come back and act like they're loyal when they're two-faced, because that's kind of what it feels like. You're not standing for any of that anymore. You're not standing for any of the fakeness. You're not standing for any of the clout chasing, even if it's personal. Because people think just because you don't have a social media following that folks ain't clout chasing. People will clout chase. They will try to get you to put them on at your job. They will try to get you to introduce them to, you know, your friends or people who you're, you know, serious about, and they'll try to fuck it up. Sometimes your parents or your siblings or your family members want you to meet, you know, want you to let them meet your significant other, and they go behind your back and talk a bunch of junk. You know, it's like that's the type of stuff that I feel like you guys aren't tolerating, is somebody who's kind of like fighting or creating tension when it comes to your energy. And that's what Spirit wants you to know, is getting closer to you because of the ways that your life is going to change. And a lot of you may not realize that your life is going to change. It may not necessarily be a career glow up. It may not necessarily be some type of financial increase at first, but it could be something that's more fulfilling. Like, I don't know, you guys may start to take a class, or you may start to research or invest in some type of project, or you may decide to work on your health and your fitness and your wellness or your appearance or anything that you feel would make you happier each and every day. Anything that would provide fulfillment for you, that's going to change your perspective. And when it changes your perspective, it changes your work ethic, and it changes the way that you look at life, which creates more of an open door for the opportunities that Spirit has for you, even if it's something that's more personal than professional. So it's like you're not playing anymore about what you want. You desire a certain lifestyle, or you desire a certain partner, you desire a certain type of relationship. And and then waves. Right after boundaries is waves, which says emotions, worry, and fear. And then you also have the tension card on what's coming closer to you, stressed out, migraines, and worry. So anything that worries you, or anyone who worries you, stresses you out, creates drama in your life, you're setting a boundary. And it's kind of flipped. It feels flipped. Hey, gays, what's up? It feels kind of flipped. It's like what's going further away from you is the lack of discipline, the lack of boundaries, the lack of like authority that you place over your life. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Let's see what else is going on, child. Let's get some tarot. What deck do I want to use? Let's use this deck. It's right here. I like this Gilded Tarot. Thank you guys for being here. We're just chilling. It's just a random pop-up live. I just want to see what's going on. See if y'all really out here like that. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, you guys. It does help out, and I really appreciate it. If you want to get a personal, the link is in the description box, as always. Let me know that you're here. Oh my God, my kids are having a great Saturday. Yeah, I'm actually live. So just so you guys know, if you watch the channel on a regular basis, most of the videos are pre-recorded and I premiere them. So it makes them look like they're live. But let's see. What is the situation that Pisces is experiencing, Spirit, when it comes to What's coming closer and what's moving further away. The situation is the King of Swords. Is it focusing? The King of Swords. There could be an authority figure or someone who tries to act as an authority figure or who has tried to be an authority figure in your life in the past who no longer has authority over your life. That also could be something going on. If there is a person who tried to control your life or who attempted to dictate what you were doing, when you were doing it, how you were doing it, they could be moving further away. The Magician and the Two of Cups. Okay. My Lord. The Five of Wands. So somebody wants to start some type of argument or have some type of argument with you. Okay. So somebody wants to have some type of argument with you about your choice to walk away from them or to walk away from a situation. Hey Kathleen. Hey my beautiful Kathleen. Okay, so look. This person is coming towards you. This King of Swords, I feel, is the Knight of Wands. But the way that they're going to show up is the King of Swords. The way that they truly are is the Knight of Wands. I don't know if they're a Gemini. They could be a Gemini. I missed you too, Stanky Poo. Did you watch the members live that I did on Wednesday? Because that one was really tough. It wasn't tough like bad. It was good. Anyway. Because I don't think you were in there, Kathleen. I don't remember seeing you in there, but I could be tripping. So, okay, good. Okay, I'm glad you watched it because it was really positive. So, you guys, this King of Swords, they may have a fire sign around them or some type of fire placement in their chart. They could be a Gemini because you have the Magician. They could also be an Aries. They may be a Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, maybe a Libra for some of you. But they're coming to you trying to look like this. Okay? This looks very, cool, calm, collected, positive. Let's have a conversation. What that girl Money Long said, a conversation. I'm going to have a conversation. They just want to talk. I just want to talk. That's how they're going to come to you. But what is it? For those of you who are moving away from a person who wants to fight, moving away from a person you can't trust, moving away from people who cause tension in your life, they just want to have a conversation. It's innocent, right? No, because the Magician indicates being at the bottom of the deck. This indicates to me that Magician is saying basically that the King of Swords energy that's coming through like this is hiding the true energy of this person. And what is the true energy of this person? The Knight of Wands, Five of Wands. You're the Eight of Cups. And they're looking at you with this Houdini. What's that man who was what's that weird looking man with them bags under his eyes that manipulated the royal family in like Russia or some shit like that? I don't know where it was, a long time ago. Not Mussolini. Who was that man? It's not Houdini. It was some man that manipulated the royal family where they were in a different country, and he basically manipulated the wife to like be doing a bunch of weird shit. And because their son had a blood disorder, or he had an issue where his bones were really fragile. And it was very difficult for him, and he was the heir, but I think he ended up dying anyway or something like that. He kind of this Magician card reminds me of that guy. And I don't know what his name is. But this person is coming towards you really with this fiery energy. They got this whole volcano behind them. They may even be ready to blow up or explode. This is an argument or some type of fight, some type of altercation. We have the altercation card. And it just feels like this person is literally moving closer to you or trying to come closer to you to fight some type of exit that you're making, or to argue about the fact that you have left or walked away from them in some way, shape, or form. And they've been waiting maybe to hear from you, or they've been waiting to see what you're going to do. But the fact that this Eight of Cups is here, I feel like they have taken some type of loss because of your exit. Because I definitely feel like you turned your back on someone. I feel like you are what's moving further away. That's crazy. That's why the leaving it behind card came out. Because I'm like, what's going on? It feels like you guys are moving further away from, by setting boundaries, it's like you're moving further away from anyone or anything who doesn't take you seriously. And this person is coming towards you or moving closer towards you with the Knight of Wands. That's physical action. That's not just somebody thinking about you. That's somebody taking steps, literally moving around in the world, trying to come towards you with that Five of Wands energy, wanting to be argumentative, wanting to be chaotic. So, because I don't understand why you are coming through, whoever this is, not you guys watching. Rasputin! Thank you! Yes, JMK! Come through with the historical facts. It was motherfucking Rasputin! That's exactly who it was. He was doing all this weird shit. And I mean, he was serious, okay? I'm not going to say Rasputin didn't have powers or gifts or whatever you want to call it, because he was doing some stuff. But he was an old creepy looking son of a gun. And he tricked the whole royal, he tricked the wife into taking certain action, and it messed up all of their stuff. And for me to like think about that, I feel like that's indicative of some of the energy that I could be picking up on with this. Somebody in my neighborhood just got a Dodge Charger, and they really just like to that shit all day, every day. Anyway, I'm not mad because I would probably be doing the same thing. But yeah, this is how this person is looking to me. It's like they want to manipulate you with communication or information, or they want to use words to sauce up. Soul Star, exactly. Destroyed the empire. That's what I'm saying. That's what this is giving. That's the situation, is somebody is going to manipulate you with communication. And since there may be a lot of people who you guys are going to be around, right? Like whatever is about to happen for you, let's see that's the situation. What's happening? What's coming closer to Pisces when it comes to their life, their situations? What's coming closer to Pisces when it comes to their life? Knight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Ooh! Okay. So you do not see. You may be able to, you may know a little bit, but you don't know a lot. You may know something or feel something or sense something. There's a lot of purple in this Two of Swords. There's a lot of blue in this Two of Swords. It's an air card. Make sure your cameras are charged and the connection is straight. You talking about the video now, or you talking about like recording somebody doing crazy stuff? What you talking about? For sure though. Make sure you Make sure you got your salt and pepper spray. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, make sure you got all your protections in order. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you got all your protections in order. Make sure you got everything, all your ducks in a row, P's and Q's. Okay. Ooh, Kat. Shout out to Kat. She's our #1 commenter. Kathleen is #2. Jit Star is #3. Tara is #4. Soul Star is #5. Thank you guys so much. I'll update you. Shout out to you, Kat. Always showing up and showing out. So, look. It is getting goofy, Soul Star. Look, you don't see. This is what's about. Let me show you. This is about your work, or this is about some type of opportunity that's coming into your life. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. I asked what's coming closer to you when it comes to your life personally. It's the Knight of Pentacles. So there's somebody coming towards you with this pentacle. They're coming towards you with this pentacle. But like I said, you don't have all of the information. Oh, yeah, that happened to me, Jit Star, the other day. So yesterday, I went to the gas station to get some snacks. And so my younger two sons, my youngest son and my middle son were here. And my oldest son he had took a walk down. Well, sometimes he takes a walk, but he wasn't feeling good. So I told him go outside. He took a walk down there to the lake. And I asked my other two kids, what do they want back from the store? But he wasn't here. So I'm like, okay, let me go find him. I went down there to the lake. He was just sitting outside chilling, right? So I called him over and I was like, hey, what do you want from the store? So he didn't know what he wanted. He never knows what he wanted. So he was like, well, why don't I just ride with you? No, just kidding. JK. I said, get in the car if you want to ride. So he got in the car and we were going to go to the gas station. I'm backing up. Because it's like when you drive up, it's diagonal parking. So everybody's on a diagonal. And then the street goes, straight. But it's a residential neighborhood, first of all. And then second of all, it's like you're supposed to go like 25 miles an hour. You're not supposed to be going fast. I backed out. My car is halfway out of the spot. All the other cars are here. My car is here. And there's this, I don't know who the fuck. There's this burgundy Honda 4x4, not a big truck, a little small 4x4, just phew, like going really fast. I'm looking back. I didn't even have time to put my car in drive. I was in reverse. I didn't even have time to put my car in drive and try to pull back into the spot. And they was already up on me. Luckily, this person woke up from whatever slumber they were fucking in and they went around and didn't hit me. But they were legitimately like, I could see it on my backup camera. They were when I say this close to hitting me, I thought they hit me because in my backup camera, I could see them just come. I was like, oh my God. It's just crazy. So just stay on your P's and Q's. I've already been telling members about this. I definitely suggest if you want to get more information to join the membership, but y'all don't have to. Okay. But it is definitely a wonderful time to make sure you're paying attention. And this definitely feels like something that you may not see coming, but with all of this purple, indigo, violet, with the blue, it's like your spirit guides are speaking to you. So you may not have all the information about this yet, but you know that there's something coming. And the Knight of Pentacles tells me that there's a person coming towards you. It kind of looks like this because I know the screen might be reversed. They're coming towards you with an opportunity. And it looks like it's a pretty big opportunity. This is a huge pinnacle. I feel like this has to do with security and stability. More than likely, it has to do with a decision that you're going to have to make. You're going to have to make a decision about what is more important. What are you going to do? What are you not going to do? What are you going to prioritize? What are you not going to prioritize? This is about you having to make a choice and not necessarily having all the details, but understanding that even if you don't necessarily feel 100% ready for something, you actually are more ready than what you think. Okay? I feel like this Knight of Pentacles could be bringing an opportunity to you for you to consider. And that's what's going to be happening in the near future for you. Okay? That's what's coming closer towards you is this Knight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is what they have in their hand. Okay? And you're walking right into it. Look, the Eight of Cups is under the Two of Swords. You see what I'm saying? You're walking right into it. It's like you're going to bump into this person, or you're going to bump into somebody, or you're just going to stumble upon something. Because the Eight of Cups talks about an eclipse. This is also because of something that you were afraid to eclipse out of your life, but that you could see clearly with the Ace of Swords was causing a major issue to your finances. It could even be about the way you do things. This could be about friends or family that you've known for a long time, lovers that you've been dealing with for a long time. This could even be about something that you love to do, but that was not conducive to you moving forward. Like, this could be clubbing, partying, dating people who don't want anything serious, being around people who are like ghosts in your life, imagining something that you want to do and not putting any effort towards it, right? It could all be personal. Me, myself, and I. But it could also be involving other people around you, your community, the things that you invest your time and your energy into, things that could have been stealing your time and energy with those rats inside the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like because you weren't actually doing something, you weren't actually investing into it, you weren't actually taking time to put towards whatever this is, or to make the changes you felt like you needed to make, it kind of felt like you were making progress, but then you would take steps back. You would take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. So then it's like, okay, I see now that this is the problem. And then you made a decision to actually do whatever it is that you said you wanted to do, or finally carry out whatever plans you said for years that you were going to carry out. Yes. Hey, Maria. Welcome, welcome. Y'all feel free to run that sucker back. But what you don't see is that your choice to leave things behind that no longer served you, or move away from people, places, and things that were not satisfying you, or not fully, pouring back into your energy. You didn't know what was going to happen, but it's like now the world is your oyster. And it kind of feels like you're going to run into someone important, because they are going to have an opportunity for you that will, what it feels like is this opportunity is going to create a scenario where you are very busy and you could be, doing a lot, but I feel like it's not a lot, because it's something that you enjoy. And this is what we talked about in the meeting with my son's leadership program earlier. They're going to start to incorporate a lot of different activities for the boys and girls to do. And, there's different things that they can do. There's an acting program that they can do this summer. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they can get into. But a lot of what we talked about is that, sometimes the kids aren't as invested because it's something that they don't really want to do. So they want to make more activities available so that it doesn't actually feel like a chore. Like they want to get up on Saturday and come to the meetings because there's actually things that they can do, that they actually want to do, that doesn't make it feel like work. So it kind of feels like this is going to be like a job. But it's all about a decision. 2 of Cups, 2 of Swords. I feel like the 2 of Pentacles is out here too. This is about a decision about how you're going to move forward. The challenge of quitting addiction, divine intervention. I know. Hey, Kim. Yeah, dang. Why YouTube not sending out notifications? I don't know. Maybe because I don't ever go live. So I'm not going to blame them for it right now. I'm going to go live probably more often. It's going to be random. So make sure you have your notifications to all. Because when you turn your notifications to like customized or something like that, it usually doesn't send out the notification. But you have to make sure that on my page where you hit subscribe and it says subscribed, that you click on the arrow and turn the notifications to all. And then you have to use your phone to turn your YouTube notifications on in your settings, okay? Let me pin your comment. Yes. Okay, so for you personally, Pisces, let's go to the other side and see what is moving further away for you personally. Oh my Lord. Page of Cups. You are not going to be... Ooh! Bitch. Yeah, when you first subscribe, it says personalized as the default. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to change it. You got to physically go in there and change it. Because it automatically sets it to personalized. And that will guarantee that you don't get any notifications. I quit vaping 287 days ago. Yes. Let's get a hand clap for Jit Star. I know that's right. 287 days ago. Zero nicotine. Definitely worth quitting addictions. Yes. Hand clap. Pisces. I said what's moving further away from you. And it's this nice energy. You're not being nice anymore. You guys are not being nice anymore. You don't give a fuck about that nice shit. You telling people fuck you. I told somebody fuck you the other night. Yes. I told somebody fuck you the other night. My cat is looking out the window. Snowflake woke up because she heard that little baby playing with his toy. He out there having a ball. You're not being nice anymore, Pisces. This is what's moving further away from you. You're not being ditzy and delusional. You're paying the fuck attention. Page of Cups is a great card. Page of Cups is a friendly card. Page of Cups is like, oh, I'm so inspired and, I'm so optimistic about the future. It's not that you're not being optimistic. What this is naivety, childishness. You've grown the fuck up about a lot of situations in life. You're not letting anybody run over you. This is what's moving further away from you, is the version of yourself where you were too motherfucking nice to these hoes out here. And I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to tell you can't be nice. I'm not trying to tell you can't be friendly. But this kind of like naive, delusional perspective over life where you have rose-colored glasses on is going away. Oh, we live, Sam. Come on, bring your ass in here. We live. I should have posted it on the community tab or whatever, but I didn't. And I just watched Wuthering Heights the other day, that movie that came out with that man from Euphoria and the Barbie lady. I just watched that the other night. And it was so crazy because basically the plot is, her being in love with this boy that she grew up with. Yes, the new one. Woo! Child! Ooh. I was crying for like 2 days, bitch. I was crying. I was so mad. Ooh, I was so mad. Ooh. So let me tell you why this is funny. Yes, no distracted driving, cat. I know y'all are catching up. Some of y'all are at different points in the video, and that's fine. Y'all just be sure to hit the like button. So the thing about the Wuthering Heights movie, it came out on Valentine's Day, I think. But the thing about it that I feel like is indicative here, or that is what's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm saying. The thing about it that's relevant when it comes to this Page of Cups and what's moving further away from you, Pisces, she got married to a man because of his money, because of his position, because of how this man, the main characters, right? They're two main characters, but she basically grew up with this boy who was poor. Her father was not a great person. Now, this is the adaptation of this particular director, okay? Because there's a book, and the book is not necessarily like the most recent movie. But in this adaptation, the main character is a girl. She grows up with an abusive father, and he is like this guy who wants people to see him in a positive light, but he's actually a bad person. So, pretty much he adopts this poor boy who was getting beat over the head by whoever, I guess his father or some man he was with. And the father, LOL, it is not, but the new movie is pretty though. Right, the new movie is pretty. And this is the thing. She was in love with this boy because they grew up together, right? They loved each other. They hung out with each other all the time. It's like they basically came of age together. And there was an undeniable attraction that they had. But because of his status, because he was poor, because he did not have really much to give her in life, and because of the way that she was raised to think that she's on a certain level, they couldn't be together, or she felt like they couldn't be together. Okay? The point I'm trying to make is she went to go marry this rich man and she was desperately unhappy. The poor boy ends up leaving, going away. Bitch, he left when he thought that she was going to go marry that man. She changed her mind right away, but he was already gone. So she went ahead and married the man, the rich man. She with the rich man, and the whole time it's like they do this montage. And the reason why I said it's relevant is because in the montage of her living in this marriage with this rich man, she knew she was settling. She knew she really didn't want to do it. And there was a lot of like imagery and symbolism. But there was a part of the montage where she had these red glasses on. And they were like rose-colored glasses. I have a pair of rose-colored glasses, but they're bigger. She had these little tiny, like tiny itty bitty rose-colored glasses on. And you see her wearing the rose-colored glasses in the beginning of her marriage. But then as time goes on, she doesn't wear the rose-colored glasses anymore. It's like they're gone. She's no longer like, and I feel like it was symbolism connected to her no longer being naive about the decision that she made, like no longer being naive about her choice. And yeah, like a subliminal message. Exactly. Like she finally realized the reality of her life and the reality of her decision, and not necessarily that she made peace with it, but she was no longer in this daze. Like she was no longer in this illusion, this delusional state about the reality of her situation. And that's not necessarily always a bad thing. I think that's kind of positive at times, especially when you have a goal. And I think for a lot of you Pisces, that's why I said it's relevant, because what's moving further away from you is this Page of Cups. What's at the bottom? Ooh, because guess what? Because you've turned into the Queen of Cups. And it could be the King of Cups. It doesn't matter. But it's like you're no longer naive to, King of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Nine of Wands. You're no longer naive to how people are treating you. You're no longer being delusional to like how people are treating you. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to have these rose-colored glasses on about your situation, about your circumstances, about people in your life, about folks who don't want to change their ways, about people who are stuck in a particular state of mind or a mindset. There's somebody here who you set a boundary with. Hey, you guys, come on. Hey, Tammy. Come on, Tammy. Yes, because we always on time. So it's like you've set boundaries with somebody who's very selfish. This is that evil eye energy. Somebody who's stuck in their ways, who's determined to win at all costs, no matter what. They don't care who they step on. They don't care whose life they mess up. They don't care if they're abusive. They don't care if they're confrontational. They don't care if they're aggressive. They don't care if they're an asshole, a bitch, anything the fuck else. And it's not necessarily like, people can't change, but it's more so you're not being naive about it. Okay, so this Page of Cups is what's getting further away and allowing you to become the Queen of Cups, because you've really already become a more mature version, a more emotionally stable version. The Page of Cups is also not very mature or emotionally stable when it comes to the way you look at situations. That doesn't just mean somebody who is emotionally unstable in a volatile or aggressive way. It could also be someone who's emotionally unstable in a like in a in terms of their perspective about life. Right? You think that you're going to have a Cinderella story, and that's fine. Because if that's what you want, I believe you can have what you want to a certain degree as long as it's in alignment and it's not hurting anybody. You can choose to live your life however you want, but it's kind of like when you were the Page of Cups, metaphorically speaking, of course, you may go into a large room, a crowded room full of people, and just say, for example, these people have devil faces. When you were in this Page of Cups, you will go into this room with all these people with devil faces and devil masks on and negative energy, and you'd be like, hey, you want to be my friend? I'm saying energetically. Energetically, this is what was going on. People would slap the shit out you. Why'd you do that? I thought we were friends. Energetically. You'd be walking through the room and, oh, it looks like, there's something over there I want to go look at. And then somebody would trip you up and you would fall and embarrass yourself. And everybody would be pointing and laughing at you. But you would be the type of person who'd be like, well, they didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. They probably just, didn't see me walking. This is the type of mentality that you're leaving behind. You're like, no, bitch. I know that raggedy hoe saw me walking and tripped me. Because now you've evolved emotionally enough to be able to see the truth of the situation and not be in denial about the reality of what the fuck is going on. Yeah, Four of Swords. Interesting. So there's a part of you that's healed. There's a part of you that's healed. And what's moving further away from you is an immature mindset about connections, emotions. You may even be feeling more emotionally grounded, or you may be feeling more emotionally mature, where if there were things maybe in the past that would have upset you on a large scale, you're not as upset about it. Like little things like stubbing your toe or losing your keys or having to be an adult. Any little thing that used to happen when it relates to you being an adult, or when it relates to you having issues and things that happen in your life. A lot of you guys before may have taken a very, honestly immature or very young-minded approach to it. This could even be when it comes to paying bills on time, getting your car maintenance done on time. You may have put things off to the last minute. You may have run away from your responsibilities, ignored your responsibilities because it was too overwhelming for you. But you're leaving that behind, and now you're stepping into this very disciplined, authoritative, self-possessed version of yourself where you're not taking no shit. Because a part of you being responsible, a part of you maturing emotionally, means that you're also aware of other people around you who are not responsible and who are not trustworthy and who are not loyal. And you're like, no, I'm not excusing your fucking behavior anymore, bitch. I'm not going to act like it's not happening anymore. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or sweep it under the rug. I'm actually going to take steps to move in a different direction from that, because now that I've realized the problem that it creates in my life, I don't want it to create a problem as a result of it being something that you do in your life. That's very interesting. You've put a part of your life to rest, okay? So let's see. Why is this Magician, King of Swords, and Two of Cups here for the situation? Let's just see what this is about a little bit more. Hold on. Ooh. Magician, Two of Cups, King of Swords. Magician, King of Swords, Two of Cups. It definitely is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so y'all who've been in here since I pulled the King of Swords, I told you, whoever this is coming through like the King of Swords, but they're really the Knight of Wands. They're really unreliable, possibly disloyal. You can't trust this person. They're coming through with two faces because they're coming through showing you the King of Swords and the Two of Cups, but really they're the Magician and the Knight of Wands. Okay. How is Pisces involved with this situation, or what is this situation? Expand, Spirit. Seven of Cups. Yeah. This is somebody who says, oh, I want to talk to you, but I feel like they're just creating some type of illusion, or they're confused, or they want to manipulate the choice that you make. They may want to intoxicate you, get you drunk. There's a lot of cups out here. Seven of Cups, Two of Cups, that's 9 cups. This could be somebody who wants to get you under some type of influence or influence you. They may not be influencing you with drugs or alcohol, but they may be trying to get you under their influence as if they know what the fuck is going on, but really they're the Knight of Wands. They're acting like they're this wise King of Swords, this tactical genius, but they're not. They're either delusional, they're confused, or they're trying to manipulate you and confuse you. And this person wants to have a conversation. Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. They're holding on to something that belongs to you, or they're holding back their energy. This is somebody who wants you to exert your energy. This is a person who wants you to exert a majority of your energy, and they do not want to put much effort in or exert too much of their energy. And look, the Ace of Swords is here with the Seven of Cups. So what? This could even be somebody who's holding on to something that you have. Yeah, but your intuition is gonna see. You gonna know exactly what the fuck is going on. This is a person who's hiding the truth or keeping some type of secret. I feel like this could even be for some of you a person who wants to, yeah, like it's kind of giving me a vibe of somebody who has some type of talented person in their space. You know how those parents put their kids into like show business and they want to be their manager and control them, and not all the parents actually have the child's best interest at heart. It's like somebody who knows you're this star energy, somebody who wants to possess you or possess something that you have. It's like they want to keep a hold of you or keep a hold of something that you have because it's like they know that you have some type of like abilities. It goes back to this Two of Swords matching this same energy. Hey, Luca. You see how the colors are similar? And then if you look at the star card as well, all of the colors on this card are similar. So you may have some Aquarius in your chart. You may be a February born Pisces. Some of you guys are March or February. It really doesn't matter. But it's like there's a very strong higher vibrational, higher chakra energy, the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, blues, indigos, violets. You see what I'm saying? This is like a very ethereal energy that you guys possess. And it's no coincidence. It's like this person was told, look, there goes the Knight of Swords. I feel like King of Wands energy. I told you this is a fire. Somebody's a fire sign. It could be two people working together. But it's like this person wants to tell you, oh my God. It's like they want to tell you, oh my God, you're a star. You're a star. Like you don't fucking know. High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. It's like, it's like some type of talent that you possess or some type of resources that you have. It feels like this person wants to keep it if they already have it, or they want to gain some type of ownership over it, possibly through a contract of some kind. if they don't already have like ownership over you. Some of you, this could be a person who is, because we have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. I saw the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is back here. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance card, and then the Two of Wands. See what I'm saying? This is about a decision that you're making, which is causing you to merge with your destiny or your path or whatever it is that you're meant to do in order to fulfill like a dream, a wish that you have, to get something that you want or to be fulfilled in life. And here comes this Five of Swords right after that. Come on now. You see what I'm saying? It's somebody who wants what you have, or they want to literally have you so that they can have control over this fire. You see what I'm saying? But see, if they touch the wand, their hands might burn. That's the problem. So I would just be mindful. Not every opportunity is an opportunity that you should take. You may have two different opportunities coming towards you, and one is going to be better than the other. And I feel like the one that's going to be better than the other is the one that's more natural. This could be a person coming towards you with an opportunity, because this is what I said is getting closer to you personally. This could be a person coming towards you with a pentacle, but this pentacle is smaller than this one. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's about money, because remember, Wuthering Heights, she had the rose-colored glasses on because she thought being in a relationship with a rich man who she didn't really love was better than being in a relationship with a poor man who she loved dearly, right? Just because of what other people would say or the stereotypes. So you may have a choice between two different opportunities, but I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is actually the one you should take. And you see how it's kind of like Snow White. It's surrounded, the pinnacle is surrounded by all these animals and creatures. The more natural opportunity, or whatever comes natural to you, I feel is what Spirit is trying to guide you to take. That's the opportunity that Spirit is guiding you to take. Is the one that feels more natural or comes off more natural. Because even if somebody is presenting it to you, if their energy is off, or even if they have like this energy that feels like fake with the Magician, that's why Spirit is like, no. Because it's like they're trying to possess this power that you have. Or they're trying to gas you up or something like that. But see, the issue that they're going to have is you. Because you're no longer naive. You're no longer being delusional about things. You no longer have those rose-colored glasses on. Because I feel like there's something that showed you the reality of your situation in a way that allowed you to mature enough to see where that naive energy has hurt you in the past. Okay, let's see what's hidden. And somebody is gonna, it's like they're not going to let go of whatever this illusion is, or it's like they're not gonna tell the truth, or even if you were to call this person out and say you're a fake ass manipulative bitch. If you were to call this person out and say, I don't trust you because you're two-faced, you come off fake, I can't trust what you're saying, or you're superficial, whatever it is that you say to this person, they are not going to admit it. What's hidden that Pisces needs to know? What's hidden about this situation that Pisces needs to know? Oh, look. So some way, somehow, the universe is involved in this. Temperance. There could be a Sagittarius as well. The fire sign could be a Sag. The air sign could be, honestly, an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Possibly an Aries for the fire sign, Sag for the fire sign. Any air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe even a Scorpio, or I want to say a Virgo, but I don't know. What's hidden is the Temperance card. Let's see what that is. Judgment, Scorpio. Ooh, the Devil, Capricorn. Why did all the major arcana come out for what's hidden, bitch? Why did all this major arcana come out? I don't know. I don't know what this is, child. It could be a contract for some of you guys. The contract that somebody's like, if somebody's offering you a contract, they're leaving out details because this feels like a prison sentence with the Four of Pentacles. Be mindful of anything that someone is presenting you to sign. This could also be somebody who wants to like have you sign your rights away to something. Fire and water coming together. So it definitely could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But also Capricorn is here. And air is here. What? Oh my God. There could also be a decision that was made. This came out in the members reading. A decision has been made in regards to something. Spirit may also delay something. Like if somebody presents you with an opportunity or presents you with a contract or presents you with something to sign, your spirit team may delay it, right? Like if you're not supposed to sign it, or if somebody has negative intentions towards you, or there's some type of nefarious shit going on the back end and you don't immediately pick up on it, like I said, that Archangel Michael energy, spirit is going to divinely intervene. That's what I feel like that is. If there's any divine intervention that protects you or prevents you from meeting up with somebody or getting into something, listen. What's the Judgment, Temperance, and the Devil for what's hidden? The Four of Wands. I also feel like a decision that you guys have made, like I said, to walk away from someone, to leave a situation behind, to no longer settle for something that doesn't serve you, has created this chain reaction. This is what I feel like, that's what this is, because I keep referencing chains. There's also chains on this Ace of Swords that look broken. I just feel like there's a chain reaction here that started when you walked away, or that started when you decided to accomplish a goal. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Somebody could have a home or a property that's become a burden. If there's anyone trying to force a connection or force a relationship, or like over exaggerate the results of something, say for example, like if you go into, a person who sells Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, or, if somebody's average, it doesn't matter what it is. Spirit is basically saying, like, if somebody's advertising something to you and it's like multi-level marketing or a scheme of some kind, but they're trying to portray it as if it's this amazing, wonderful thing and they're so successful. Like, okay, this is my thing. How the fuck is you successful and you looking dusty and crusty all the time? You got crust on your lip. You know what I mean? Your hair ain't never combed. How are you going to present something to me and tell me that I'm going to be a millionaire, billionaire, cajillionaire, and you can't even fucking comb your hair, bitch? If you got motherfuckers coming looking, because this is disheveled. Exactly. Cult lingo. Thank you. MLM conversations. This Ten of Wands and this Two of Pentacles is somebody who is disheveled, in my opinion, physically. They could be out of shape, overweight. Anybody who's overweight selling you some type of diet stuff, that's crazy. You know what I mean? It just feels like somebody is trying to make something look like the Four of Wands. Disheveled. Bitch. I'm telling you. Crusty and dusty. Exactly. Can't nobody who ain't got their shit together necessarily, get your shit together. And my thing is, right, sometimes it is a scam because, if you're really doing something that's going to help your community and you're doing something that's going to help the collective, the agents and the controlling forces will step in to make you look as broke as possible. I've had it happen to me. Okay? We're not going to sit here and act like that is not a reality. Sometimes those controlling forces will try to come in and fuck your shit up to where people won't take you seriously because they know that people won't take you seriously if you don't have your shit, your shit together. But this is like somebody trying, I don't know. It just looks obvious. Or if somebody's being very aggressive and forceful, you have the Devil and the Ten of Wands. If somebody's trying to force you to make a decision or be very like aggressive, I don't like people who talk really fast. And oh, you agreed? Okay, let's move forward to the next level. And you didn't even agree. You get what I'm saying? Somebody who wants to ask you on a date. And you'll be like, yeah, I can, I'll think about it. Or, okay, when do you want to go? Do you want to go? Do you want to go? When do you want to go? You want to go tomorrow? And it's just like, bitch, calm down. This could also be somebody who's trying really hard to get your attention because 10 minus 4 is 6, 6 of Wands. Somebody's trying really hard to get your attention, or they're just saying, oh, this is so successful. It just feels like Spirit is trying to wake you up to that because underneath the surface, this is how they're really looking. They're in a bind. They're struggling. They need to sell all these Lululemon leggings before the collectors come and get them and take their house. You seen all them bitches that had Lululemon? They had them hoes buying Lululemon leggings, and their garages was full of fucking crusty, stinking ass Lululemon. They said some of them Lululemons would come funky. They came from the warehouse stinking, smelling like all types of, I don't know what the fuck, butt crust and everything else. They said them Lululemons was a hot ass mess. And them bitches were taking out loans on their credit card to buy them Lululemons. And they had to push them bitches because the next time the new set came in, Lululemon was bullying them into fucking getting the next set, allegedly. This definitely feels like somebody who's trying to force a marriage, force a relationship, force a contract, force some type of partnership, force some type of like, I don't know what the fuck. You're going to be feeling way more at peace with not talking to people, with cutting people off, with telling people to go on and fuck off. You're going to be a lot more comfortable letting people know exactly where they got you fucked up. You're going to feel a lot more comfortable telling people no in general. Let's see. Okay. Because the situation is basically a person is trying to hold on to some type of illusion or perpetuate some type of illusion and manipulate y'all into either listening to them, agreeing to what they say, signing some type of contract, or making a decision that should be considered for a longer period of time very quickly. This is what someone is trying to do, or what these people are trying to do. They're trying to put you in a predicament where you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because that's where they are. Y'all, I gotta glue my nail back on. That fingernail popped off. Anyway. Yeah, what's hidden is that this person is stressed. and burdened. They could even have issues with their home environment. I don't know if this person is married. I don't know if they have a mortgage or a lease that they can't pay, some type of rent that they can't afford, some type of property that they are maybe at risk of losing because they're doing something by themselves. They're doing something by themselves, and they need to, it's like they need to bring on other people to basically relieve the burden. And I feel like they're trying to bring you on to relieve a burden that's not supposed to be your burden. Okay? Let's get a time card. Let me reach back here. Ooh. Y'all be sure to hit the like button. Thank you so much, you guys, for hitting the like button. Make sure you guys also subscribe, turn on your post notifications to all, like we said earlier, and your phone settings. Allow your notification for YouTube to be on if you want to receive notifications of me going live. Because I just be popping up, and I might pop up more often. You never know, bitch. What is the significant time frame for these messages? Okay, before I do that, Magician card, which could be Scorpio, Aries, Aquarius, maybe, Libra, maybe, and Gemini. Judgment is Scorpio. Temperance is Sagittarius. Devil is Capricorn. Okay. Yeah. I think that's pretty much, yeah. Not a lot of earth out here. Not a lot of earth energy. A lot of air, a lot of fire, and a lot of water. Okay. What is the significant time frame for these messages for Pisces? A few days, but it came out in reverse. In June. I said June, didn't I? So for y'all that have been in here the whole live, put it in the comments. Didn't I say June? I sure did. Didn't I say June? And there goes that purple, indigo, violet, blue energy here with the upper registers of your chakras. Okay. Hey, boo. I just saw you pop in here. Malikia. Hey, boo. I said June earlier, didn't I? So June is significant when it comes to this message in the spring. Yeah, something is happening right now. In progress now. In the spring and June. A few days came out in reverse. So I don't know. I feel like it's going to take longer than a few days for this situation to kind of evolve and unfold. It's in progress now, but it has not evolved fully. Because the butterfly is the cocoon, caterpillar in the cocoon to the butterfly. And then you got July. Okay, so right now we're kind of in springtime, right? We're kind of in spring. And pretty much what they're saying is that as we are looking at the situation now, in springtime, this is kind of unfolding. So every opportunity that's coming towards you is still unfolding. It's still evolving. Everything that you're about to embark upon when it comes to this journey, all the things that have not encountered you yet, it's still in progress right now. You're still walking on this path in the springtime, right? But by the time June comes, and I feel like maybe it's the next few months or whatever because you have June or July. By the time the summertime comes, there's going to be some type of illumination or magnetism to your energy that is going to kind of like bring these types of energies forward. Okay, so let me just see. Why is a few days reversed for this time frame for Pisces? The Queen of Wands. The Six of Cups. And the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's something about you lacking confidence at some point. You may not lack confidence right now, but there may have been a point in the past with the Six of Cups, because we talked about this Ten of Swords earlier, where you were betraying your intuition. Seven of Swords is underneath the High Priestess. High Priestess is under the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is under the Six of Cups. So there was a time recently where you may have been betraying yourself, or somebody was distracting you from the reality of who you really are, because they were secretly trying to steal from you. They were trying to be able to benefit off of your energy. This is whoever this King of Wands is. Yeah. This King of Wands energy was having hidden strategies going on, where I feel like they were trying to, I don't know what they were trying to do, but I feel like they were trying to suppress who it is that you really are, or cause you to betray yourself in the past, which affected your confidence and made you feel this lack energy, like there was something you needed from them, or there was something you were lacking that you couldn't do on your own. But the time frame, a few days in reverse, I feel like it's going to be something that you continue to develop over time, day by day. I feel like that's what it's saying. It's more so talking about day by day, you're going to gain more confidence. Day by day, you're going to feel more comfortable doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like, for example, me today, I was nervous about going live. I go live for members. Well, I don't go live all the time. Members, we already talked about this. But I go live for members more than I do for the public, because it has been a very like weird experience going live in the public, because people like are weird. Like there were maybe like 8 or 10 people in here when I first started the live, and nobody said anything. Nobody said, hey. Nobody was like, hey girl, you live. It was just nobody talking. And it was a weird experience. And you can run it back, and you saw what I said. Was y'all afraid to talk? Or like, what the fuck is going on? That gives me weird vibes. Cause it's 10 or 15 people in here and y'all not saying nothing. Like, what the fuck is going on? Are y'all just watching me? Are y'all spying? Are y'all trying to be weird and throw off the energy? Like, what are we doing? Cause you can go and carry your raggedy bitch ass on wherever the fuck you came from, if it's not gonna be a group participation. You know what I mean? So I just think there's something you're gonna start to feel more comfortable doing as time goes on. Oh no, it's okay. If you was doing, I know y'all was probably doing stuff, but I'm saying like how would you feel if you was doing a live while you was cooking, and everybody come in to watch you cooking, and not one person says anything? A few people, when I asked y'all spoke and you said something, because I just wanted to make sure my mic wasn't messed up, or you know what I mean? I wanted to make sure it wasn't nothing crazy going on. But if you were doing that and you were like, hey, I want to show y'all my cooking, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm using in my recipe, walk you through it. So if y'all are ready for that, let me know. Say, hey, you know what I mean? And nobody says, hey, or nobody does anything. That's going to feel weird. I'm just being honest. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's no tea, no shade. I'm just being honest with you. Uh-oh, let me pull up my charger in. Because I'm definitely about to play The Sims. I might go live on TikTok, though. I'm going to see what this June and July is significant for as well. I don't know. I just feel like this is Spirit's way of saying to you guys that you're going to start to feel more confident when it comes to something that you're doing, something that you're investing your time into, something that you feel like is growing, something that you feel like is actually going to work out for you in the long run. As you continue to move through the process of getting your footing, you're going to feel more confident. Now, why is June and July significant? Let's start with June. Why is June significant? Okay. Oh. Okay, so if somebody comes to you, possibly an air sign or a messenger, this could be a text, an email, maybe a phone call. It could be a letter that you get in the mail. It's okay, Kane. I appreciate it. It's all right, boo-boo. I appreciate you. Don't worry about it at all. There were almost 9 or 10 other people in here with you who wasn't saying anything either. I'm just making a point for the reading, okay? So just don't worry about it. Don't take it personal. It is okay. But there could be somebody in June who is going to come and communicate something with you, or you may receive a message or some type of communication that tells you you did not get something. This could be a message that's not positive, but I feel like Spirit is telling you to keep your composure and make sure that you are not reacting or responding to something negative just because it looks negative. Because I have a feeling that whatever rejection you receive or whatever doors that get closed are actually things that aren't necessarily relevant, or they're not necessary for you in the next stages of your journey. I also feel like Spirit is telling you to continue to move forward towards something. That's why the energy that is moving away from you is the energy of you listening to what people say. There's this person, or I don't know, people, I don't know who this is, but there's somebody who's going to come towards you in June who is going to have a problem with whatever you're working on, and Spirit is saying go ahead with what you're working on anyway. Look, what's cooking good looking? Come on, Kane. You got to tell people what you're cooking now. We hungry. We hungry now. We want to eat. It's all right, Jamil. I didn't want to make y'all feel bad. Y'all don't be sensitive now. Don't start that old sensitive shit. I'm just telling you it's weird for me. Don't start with that sensitive shit. Oh, frying chicken. I know that's right. Come on, bring some of that chicken over here. I had Chick-fil-A this morning when I took my son to that meeting. They had Chick-fil-A. And I asked the man, I said, can I get an extra biscuit for the road? And I went to go grab the biscuit. He was like, I just want to make sure everybody got one. Sir, you got 2 buckets of biscuit. You got 2 hot warmers of biscuits out here now. Don't talk about I can't have one for the road and everybody already got here. I was late on top of that. So then after the fact, he came over there. He had a little napkin. He had a biscuit wrapped in a little napkin. He was like, don't ever say I didn't do nothing for you. And then put the biscuit on the table. Right. That's what I thought. Okay. So this is what Spirit is saying. When somebody comes and tells you that they are unhappy or displeased with something that you are working on, okay, you're coming into this new cycle. And this is somebody who does not have well wishes for you, or they are displeased with your work, or they're unhappy, dissatisfied with something. I don't know what this is about, but they are going to voice their opinion. And what's leaving you is this, you just don't give a fuck. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that y'all are not going to take feedback from people, but what Spirit is saying is that you have to make the choice. Let me put it this way. You have to make the choice to be emotionally stable and grounded, to not react and respond to whatever this is. The King of Cups is not going to react to a Knight of Swords. The King of Cups is not going to fucking react to a measly peon Knight of Swords. And I'm just being real with you. Get mad if you want to, bitch. Why would I react to a Knight of Swords when I'm the King of Cups? That shit don't move me or shake me. And that's what Spirit is saying, because you have to make a choice to see what's most important and continue. It's hard to put it the right way, but you have to continue to move towards what's important to you. That's what they're saying. Your spirit team is guiding you to be the King of Cups, to be calm, cool, and collected, stable, non-reactive, And that coincides with the Queen of Cups being in that mature energy, making good decisions that you feel like you're guided towards because spirit is leading you in a particular direction to work on whatever it is that you feel like you need to work on, to focus on whatever parts of your life that you feel like you need to focus on. And that's what's most important. Whatever this little raggedy motherfucker right here is saying is not important. The fact that they're unhappy about something in June is not fucking important. Hey, y'all. Daisha. Hey, the fact that they're upset about something you're doing or they're unhappy with the way something is going, that's irrelevant. That's why Spirit is saying continue to follow your course. Okay? That's in June what you're going to have to do. And so in June, basically, it looks like your confidence is going to be tested, especially if it's somebody who you remove from your life or remove from your space. What's the July significance? Knight of Cups. What the fuck? Cards flying out. 5 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. Star card. Somebody does not have any vision. They lack vision for the future. They lack the ability to see the future. So how the fuck is somebody going to tell you what you need to be fucking doing right now? Because whatever you're doing right now is preparing you for the goddamn future. And you coming through with all this star card energy and all this high priestess energy that we saw earlier. How the fuck is somebody going to tell you about what you need to be motherfucking doing right now when they don't have a vision for the future? Riddle me that. How the fuck are you going to tell me, not me, but, you know, how you going to come in here with this Knight of Swords energy? You already going in the wrong motherfucking direction. How you going to come in here and tell somebody who has already been able to see the future? Because I'm not saying that y'all can see the future for everything. But what I'm saying is that there's a level of intuition that has been activated in this reading when it comes to whatever's coming towards you that I've been talking about since the beginning when we started talking about the Two of Swords. Even if you don't have all the details, even if you can't see every little thing, you know that there's something you're walking into. You know that there's something you're moving towards. So why the fuck would you in that energy let some little raggedy peon tell you that what you're doing is wrong when you've already seen the future? It makes no sense. Somebody lacks the ability to strategize. They lack the ability to create a solid plan for the future. Hey, Quest, what up, though? Ah! Whoever this is lacks a solid plan for the future. They are insecure about the future. They feel like they have to lie, cheat, steal, be sneaky, conniving, calculated in a negative way. I know that's right, Soul Star. Realize, realize, realize. You see what I'm saying? You can't count on somebody like that. Why would you even put your money on somebody like that? Who's broke, who's insecure. And I'm not saying being broke is bad, because there's a lot of times where we have ups and downs in our finances. But when I say broke, I mean broke in spirit. When you broke and don't even have no idea or prospects or strategy or anything to get no money to pay a bill. You get what I'm saying? How are you going to listen to somebody like that how are you going to listen to them critique or criticize the plan or the strategy that you're executing when they don't even have a strategy themselves? Seems pretty stupid, if you ask me. And you're not naive anymore. So what this is telling me is that, like, if they're a part of your situation, or if they have any type of access to you, or if they have the ability to critique you or tell you that they're unhappy with something that you're doing, and then you realize this about them. If they're saying something negative or they're saying something that they're unhappy with in June, by July, you are going to axe this person out of your life because the Five of Pentacles came out. By July, this person is no longer going to be in the equation because you're going to realize, like, bitch, how are you going to tell me about what I'm doing when you don't even have a fucking plan? Yeah, and it's like they're offering you some type of strategy that's only going to benefit them. Oh yeah, but you see through it. Oh, look at this. Look, somebody come look at how you coming through. You coming through strong with the Virgo Aquarius energy. Virgo Aquarius. Okay, this is how you gonna look at this motherfucker trying to tell you what your plan need to be. This is how you gonna look at somebody trying to infiltrate your space or infiltrate your business or infiltrate your home. This is how you gonna look at them. You gonna be like, bitch, 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 what you? It's like, I done walked this far. I done walked this far. And I've navigated this weird ass path. I have not fallen off. And I've gotten to this point. And your raggedy ass is going to come up to me with this Knight of Cups energy trying to offer me this. You're going to see right through it. And you're not going to be shy about telling folks exactly where they got you fucked up. Since when do they play ads during live? Yes, they do play ads during live. I'll turn it off next time. It just automatically sets it. I can turn it off if y'all want. Y'all want me to turn it off? I think they automatically put it on. Let me see. Let me... Oh, wait. I can't turn off the monetization, but I can put it on manual. I don't know how to do manual ads, so they probably aren't going to show up now. Okay, let me see. Yeah. I turned it off. Y'all hit the like button, you guys. Oh, not if it messes with your money? I don't know. I don't know if it really makes a difference. I had it on, oh yeah, you just thought YouTube was being messy here. I had it on for most of the live. I'm almost done though, so I'll turn them off. It's cool. Okay, well, I'll turn it back on. Okay, let me turn it back on. So this is what we're going to do, because I'm going to go live more often. I turned them back on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much of a difference it makes. I'm going to see how much of a difference it makes. Too fly for you. Hey, boo. I'm going to see how much of a difference it makes. The next live, I won't turn them on because I just want to do an experiment. I'm going to leave them on right now. But because I've had them on majority of the live. And then I'm going to turn them off next time and have no ads during the live. Just because I want to see revenue-wise if it actually makes a difference. Because if it makes a big difference, then I'll turn them back on and like always leave them on. But if it doesn't make a big difference, then it doesn't make any sense to have them on if it interferes with you guys like viewing, you know, the video. You know what I mean? Like if it takes away from the message, you know, that we're talking about. You get what I'm saying? Because if I make a certain amount on this video and maybe it's like $5 difference, then I won't really do that. Am I going live after this video? Oh, okay. Yeah. That's true. Sandra, do you want me to go live after this? What will we talk about? Because we're almost done with this one, yeah. I just feel like in the coming months, you guys are not going to be shy about letting people know exactly where they got you fucked up and exactly where they need to mind their motherfucking business. And it's because of people trying to get you caught up in deals, contracts, connections, relationships or agreements that are not in your best interest, but they want to try to manipulate you or trick you into thinking that these things are in your best interest, but you're going to know better, and you're not going to be shy anymore about accepting this, acknowledging this. You're not going to be delusional about acknowledging these things. And there's a big opportunity that's coming towards you that's going to magnetize you, where a lot of these people are going to want to be in your space and they're going to want to be in your energy. Anything else that Pisces needs to know? I'm probably not going to go live right after this video, but I'll come back tomorrow. If we can do like a weekly prep. Yeah, because I'm in Australia, so up late to catch your lives, or up pretty early. So what time is it now? Sandra, what time is it now in Australia? Isn't it like Sunday already? I know it's Sunday in Australia already. Is it like Sunday night? That's definitely been resonating in my spirit and relationship, because it gotta stop or scoot over, please. Right. I told y'all at the beginning, I told somebody fuck you the other day. Because one thing about it, I'm tired of people acting like I'm not who I am. 9 a.m. Sunday. Okay. So are you saying you have time now because of what time it is that I'm live right now? You want me to go live again? I just want to make sure I'm understanding you. Okay, anything else Pisces needs to know? Anything else Pisces needs to know? In love, in reverse. Another card. Another card. Yeah. You're not overthinking it anymore. Relaxing in reverse. Yeah, no pressure. Oh, okay. Cool. So it's 9 a.m. Sunday in Australia. So what I will say is I'm not going to immediately go live again. But maybe later on tonight, if nothing is going on, I need to take a break and eat. But we can come back and get into some other things. Let me know what topic you want to talk about so I can see how I'm feeling energetically about it. Just put it in the comments. I'll read it. Okay, so what else you need to know, Pisces? Habits. Repeating the same mistakes, hanging on for no reason, hard to give them up. Yeah. You've had a habit, Pisces, of dealing with people who stress you out, who don't really love you. Okay, I got you, Sandra. I like that. I just thought of an idea we could do. So if it's 9 a.m., it's 7 p.m. 9. Okay, about noon. About noon, because that'll be 10 p.m. here. That'll give me time to eat and sit down for a minute. Either 9, or sorry. Either 11 or 12. So 11 a.m. your time, Sandra, or 12 p.m. right around the afternoon. I'll probably be back by then. You said, "Oh, I'm ahead of schedule because I'm on that type of time right now." No, you right. You right on time. I told the people at the job where they had me fucked up at, and this Aquarius man that thought I was one of them to listen. You feel what I'm saying? Sora. Hey, Sora. Kisses. So this is like a habit. Yeah, it's a habit that you guys are breaking. You know why you had this habit, though? It's because you were overthinking a lot of shit. Y'all were overthinking your reactions and responses to a degree that made a situation difficult for you, right? Because there were a lot of people who did not have any love for you. They may have had like a bogus, bullshit ass love-hate relationship with you, where they hated that they loved you, or they loved you for a selfish reason and how you could possibly benefit them, but they didn't actually care for you. Somebody said, "You know, stupid." Anyway, you know what I mean? And I feel like this caused you a lot of stress because these people did not care for you. Well, no, Sora, I was talking about Australia time. So anybody who's in the Anybody who's in the Eastern time zone, I was thinking about going live again it's 7 p.m. right now where I am. So I was telling Sandra, because she's in Australia, her time, but it would be 9 p.m. So it would be in about 2 hours, either 9 or 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. I will consider going live again. And she was saying need to know. So what you guys need to know. And I'll just do a particular spread for that. And for us, it'll be 9 or 10 p.m. But for Sandra, since she's in Australia, it'll be 11 a.m. or 12 noon. And because that's like the usual time that we go live during the day or that I post videos, it's always different in Australia. But I'll probably be doing more live. So that's why I was telling you guys, be sure to subscribe, keep your post notifications on. Okay, because I might go live again tomorrow. But yeah, it was stressing you out, these loveless relationships, or these relationships where people didn't have any care or concern about like how things would make you feel, how their reactions and responses and actions or lack of action would affect you. And I feel like you guys were overthinking it. Okay? And it says convoluting the facts, justifying staying together, stop obsessing and act. And then earlier I told you guys, y'all are done with that. Y'all are done overthinking situations where like, oh my God, did they really mean to be an asshole? Oh my God, did they really mean to be a bitch? You're not overthinking it. You're going with your first instinct about the situation. And then you have karmic spying. So somebody else is also overthinking like how you feel about them, because I feel like somebody is struggling to release you. Somebody is struggling to let you go, or it doesn't really matter if they let you go. You're going to continue to move forward, but it's like they're struggling to release the memories or the thoughts that they had of you. Seeking God. Yeah, so there's a person seeking clarity. I feel like this person has this hatred towards you. This goes back to that drowning energy that we talked about earlier, where somebody was feeling extremely overwhelmed because of how they felt about you and how they envied you. Yeah. Yep. 6 of Swords. What else is this? The Hierophant. The 5 of Cups. And the Death card. See, you're transforming your loss and committing yourself to moving forward. And it stresses somebody out because they're used to you accepting little to nothing. They're used to you being the one who's stressed out. They're used to you being the one who's burdened. Yep. And back to this fucking Knight of Wands. I don't know who these... Okay. See, but that's what it is. Because this transformation that's taking place is you transmuting and alchemizing the loss that you felt into a gain and being committed to moving forward. It's reversed in the camera, y'all. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it look, as accurate as what I see it. I know I don't ever go live, but we're going to change that. We're trying to do different things. This is you finally allowing the pain, the loss, the sadness to fuel your engine. I feel like you've learned a lot from loss. You've processed a loss, or you've processed a disappointing, regretful situation into something that you can actually take with you and benefit you moving forward. And that's got somebody overthinking and tripping. And then they're doing all of this to come towards you. So just be aware. Because it's what it is. If you look at this 10 of Pentacles, we saw this earlier, and these rats that are trying to steal the pentacles out of this chest, you're no longer letting people do this to your energy. That's what's really fucked up, is that you were letting people do this to your energy for a very long time, and they were able to just kind of take what they wanted when they wanted And that's not happening anymore. And I feel like it's got a lot of these karmic people, karmics are spying on you, being very stressed out about whatever's happening in your life as you get closer to whatever these opportunities are that Spirit has for you. Anyway, let me get some advice because I'm finna go so that I can eat. I gotta figure out what we're gonna eat tonight because I'm not cooking shit. All this driving I did today, sitting in the room. You know one thing, can I just vent for a second about adults? Why the fuck do grown ass people, riddle me this, bitch. Why do grown ass people ask the same question over again and over again and over again? So I'm sitting in a parent meeting with all the parents of the kids that are in this leadership program with my son. And these motherfuckers steadily it's like they just want to hear themselves talk. We sitting in a meeting for 3 hours that could have took 45 minutes, bitch, because all of y'all asking the same goddamn question over and over again. My son just laughed, and I don't know if he was laughing at me or somebody else. Why do adults do that shit? Can we hit more about the property? Oh, are you talking, Tammy? You must be in the back. You must be approaching. You talking about the 4 of Wands? I don't know if Tammy's on the same time that we on. Let me see. I'm going to just do this real quick for Tammy because this 4 of Wands. What is a little bit more about this 4 of Wands? The Emperor. The Fool. Did Tammy say anything else? No. The Emperor, the Fool, and the Chariot. You said, what you said, Sandra? Because they are a schooner short of a keg. Right. It's a fruit screws loose. So, Tammy, if you're watching this on the playback, when this comes up, the 4 of Wands has the Emperor coming out with the Fool card and the Chariot. And it looks like something that could be happening is like it's just about taking a leap of faith, taking a risk where someone else is going to be in control or someone else is going to be able to dictate the situations that are going on or how something moves forward, how quickly something moves forward. This could even be somebody wanting to, it feels like somebody wanting to stay at your house while you go out of town. Somebody who wants to babysit for you, not babysit in real life, but like they want to be able to have access to your home while you're away. Or they may even be someone you need to be careful of if they try to give you access to their home while they're away. Make sure they're a person you can trust. But this is just about somebody taking a risk or not paying attention to who's in control of their property or the home or the relationship or how someone is moving around. This could even be somebody trying to take control of another person's movements. Anyway, I just did that for Tammy because Tammy is a very loyal supporter. The Fool, the Emperor, and the Chariot, though, definitely feels like this could be a new home or somebody who is a new owner of a home. There could be HOA or rules in place about cars and vehicles being parked in the home or in the driveway or something like that. Don't let a bunch of people come to your motherfucking house. Or don't be at somebody's house that you don't know, because it definitely feels like it feels like somebody going back and forth or coming back and forth in a weird way. Okay. And we was talking about driving earlier. and the safety that needs to take place at this time when it comes to you moving around, driving, paying attention, having protection, all that stuff. Anyway, what is the advice for Pisces overall when it comes to these messages? So basically, to answer the question, what's coming closer to you and what's getting further away? What's coming closer to you guys is opportunities that may even be coming around again from the past. Things that you've always wanted to do, things that you're really passionate about, things that you want to focus your energy on. What's coming closer to you is the opportunity or the ability to be able to do that. And what's going further away from you is how much you care what other people think about what you're choosing to do, how much you focus on people's, responses and reactions to the decisions that you choose to make. What's moving further away from you is the fucks that you give about whether somebody likes what's coming towards you or not, or whether somebody agrees with your decision to move forward with what's coming towards you or not. Now, the advice says commitment in reverse. So to me, intuitively, Spirit does not want you to commit to anything that you do not want to commit to. Spirit doesn't want you to allow anyone to force you to commit to anything that you don't want to commit to. Your spirit team also doesn't want you to lose your commitment to something that you're doing. Now, it says, my thoughts, actions, words, and deeds support my commitment. The angels ask you to evaluate your commitments to others carefully as you enter this new phase. Get rid of anything that weighs you down or weighs down your spirit. This could mean leaving draining jobs. Okay, Daisha said that. Commitments that drain you, or habits behind. And that's already what you're doing. So it looks to me that Spirit is confirming that you guys are in alignment. If there's any other commitments or obligations that you have, your advice is to remove those now and do not replace them by similar commitments or obligations that drain you. Okay? Now, self-care says, I love taking the time to understand my needs. All right? And it says the angels want you to remember that although dedication and hard work are crucial, you also need to pace yourself. Otherwise, you could stretch yourself too thin and burn out. That would be bad for your pursuit. So Spirit is saying, if anybody wants you to commit to something that you really don't want to do, say no. Okay? That's probably the thumbnail they're going to pick when my mouth is like this. Okay? That's the one they're going to pick. Because they're assholes. Anyway, don't burn yourself out. Do what you can. Do what you can. And nothing more, nothing less. Okay? And then focus. I can choose focus. Okay? I can choose what I want to focus on. As you work on your goals, recognize you need to take a step back and really focus on what you are trying to accomplish. Okay, what is it you want to accomplish? Whether you are starting a new goal or already in the midst of it, the angels are urging you to have good organization and lots of preparation in place. Okay? So it's important for you to take care of yourself, self-care, and it's important for you to keep your commitments and make sure your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions all match the focus of what you want to be committing to so that you can get to the finish line or so that you can achieve the goal as quickly as possible. But do not burn yourself out in an effort to complete the goal faster. That's why I said, because Sandra has been supporting the channel for a long time, I'm going to consider coming back and going live tonight and having us a little party this evening. But I'm not making no guarantees because I might be tired. So you get what I'm saying? So it's like I want to in my spirit, but you know how Pisces are. Pisces love to get excited about something. But then when it comes time to get dressed and actually go, we don't be wanting to go no more. So I'm not going to make any promises, but it would be fun since I don't really go live very often to come back because I want you guys to enjoy, but I'm not going to make no guarantees. So that's what Spirit is saying. As long as you have a goal and you focus on that goal as you are taking the steps to reach the goal, you will be able to reach the goal in an effective way. I love you, Sandra. Thank you. I'm going to think about it, though. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes either. We're going to see how I feel in a few hours. But that's what Spirit wants you to know. And if there's anything, anyone, or any situation that takes you away from that goal that you're focusing on, or puts your self-care at a detriment, anything or anyone that obstructs your consistency or your commitment, because we remember that's what somebody is stressed out about, is that you're committed to something. If anything or anyone is taking you away from that, then you know that that motherfucker needs to go. Okay? So anyway, it was fun, my loves. It was very fun having a fun time with you reading these fun cards. Fun. Wait, y'all, wait. I'll be wanting to do... Why am I so ignorant? Let me... I'm finna go. I'm gonna run it back and see how that sounds. We making all them squishy sounds. Was it ASMR? Wait, I got another one. Let me do some ASMR at the end. Wait. Wait. Okay, wait. One more. Okay, I'm done. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. Love you, Pisces. Remember to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. That was kind of tough. Which one? Jet Star, tell me which one was tough. Was it the sloppy sounds? Was it the sloppy sounds, the drinking, or the... Okay. I'm gonna do... That's gonna be a new thing. That last one, the belch. Okay, yeah. Y'all ain't shit. Yeah, I think the burp was pretty good. Y'all, listen, I'm finna go. I love you guys. Enjoy your nights. Make sure you have your post notifications on, because I'm telling you, these lives are going to be random as fuck. And I want y'all to be able to be here. Okay? I appreciate y'all for coming. If you want to book a personal, the link is in the description box below. If you guys want to donate or contribute, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle is the best way to do it. The link is going to always be below for all of those, or the email for the Venmo is going to be below in the description box if you want to donate. Oh, wait. I got another one. Okay. Now I'm done. Okay, Pisces. Love you. Remember, this is our Circle Boost. Okay. Bye.